Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Look. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches off just like the lottery. She made a mistake, grammatical apostrophe. Yeah. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Baby, come fuck with the monopoly. He see the hoe, ain't nobody hot as me. Searching for somebody hotter, why you even bother? Girl, I'm toasty where the oven be, and I keep the heat. Dare nigga try and follow me. Back from the bank, catch a nigga in the kitchen, brains on the kitchen sink. I ain't playing with these niggas too deep in the game. Balls deep in your bitch, and I want that you don't claim. Girl, don't you lie to me. In the sea, mini fish, but baby, they piranhas. I don't need no drama or no teeth. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. If she don't suck, then she obviously not a freak. Probably not for the team. I'ma keep it honest, G. Prophesy the prophecy. Look, I am me. No one can relate how no one can compare. But you better know I pour that hair one in that dairy, yeah. Like my pussy nice and sweet. Let me taste it, let me feast. Big dog, he gotta eat. On the west and out the east. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches off just like the lottery. She made a mistake, grammatical apostrophe. Yeah. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Baby, come fuck with the monopoly. He see the hoe, ain't nobody hot as me. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches off just like the lottery. She made a mistake, grammatical apostrophe. Yeah. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Yeah. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Baby, come fuck with the monopoly. He see the hoe, ain't nobody hot as me.
Ain't nobody hot as me. I'm the type to fit that cylinder in her isosceles. Shit, she probably fucking, but it's not for free. What's a cash app? Bitch, you'll have a nigga pay your fee. Yeah, I can see just how you whine me. Pouring out of me is this misogyny is riding me. Pick apart the beat up, pick apart the beat. Like how the fuck you let them niggas feed your ass that riding me? Got these bitches salivating over me, holding back every temptress dictatorship of the ovaries. Notably said these niggas is white. They too controlling, be calling P like I'm calling power. Head in the rotary. Shit, if she don't fuck, then she not for me. Cop a plea or cop a feel, you still can't catch enough from me. Shit, fuck her fresh about that poverty. Feed her anorexic, think she probably need the calories.
If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches off just like the lottery. She made a mistake, grammatical apostrophe. Yeah. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Yeah. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Baby, come fuck with the monopoly. He see the hoe, ain't nobody hot as me. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches off just like the lottery. She made a mistake, grammatical apostrophe. Yeah. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Yeah. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Baby, come fuck with the monopoly. He see the hoe, ain't nobody hot as me.
Yeah, bitch. Huh. What? Nigga. Ooh. Run the thing back to the what? Yeah. Swear when a nigga be talking, them prices, the number ain't changed. Take it the same. I spend a wage on a couple of chains, so they call me a slave. I put the team on my motherfucking back, call me paving the way. Talk to the plug, like a coach. Tell him put me in for a play. I got no shame in the game, they be gossiping hard on my name. I got no lens in the frame, but Versace all on my brain. I got no friends in this game, so I'ma call log ain't change. I put my songs on Twitter, niggas logged off in shame. You put your thoughts on Twitter, all y'all should be ashamed. You put the thought on Twitter, all y'all need to give me brains. So I'm a fucking spitter, all y'all not entertained. How you a different nigga, all y'all could be interchanged. What do I spit like a leak hoe? Shorty head game on fleek though. Lay you niggas up like a freak though. Lay you niggas down, crispy hoe. I'ma sit you niggas on the ground, take a seat hoe. I'ma bet you niggas ain't around in a week though. How the fuck you build upon a town when it's yeah? How the fuck you walk up at the house with a weak flow? I'ma have to run up in your mouth to your G-code. Let a nigga pick up on your top for the prequel. Like all you rap niggas should be named little sequel. Less confusion would be better for the people. 2 times if I got you at the hoe. 3 times if I rip away the beat though. 1 more time we'll get your favorite rapper repo. Sick of you niggas, you try the same cars like his and his top. You push it to start, you fake it and that's from a Nicki Minaj. You ain't got no bars, my niggas you charge. You posting expressions on Instagram Live. I thought you was slime, I thought you was blood. I heard you pulled up, now you rolling with cuz. But when you at home, you still throw up the slug. If you in my city, bitch, you get no love. Like, woke up to a nigga tryna fight me. Woke up with a quarter nigga like Spike Lee. Now I showed up, but these white folks started to like me. Shit, I glowed up, now this flow a little icy. Yeah, this flow a little pricey. And these hoes, these fish like Pisces. And my boys, they go all night beat. She can't never criticize me. I've been magic since Hermione. I'm grimy, unkindly, yeah. Swear when a nigga be talking them prices, the number ain't changed. I spend a wage on a couple of chains, so they call me a slave. I put the team on my motherfucking back, call me paving the way. Talk to the plug, like tell him put me in for a play. This is the fucking PSA to all you rappers in the USA. I'm a god and this with no blessing. I can pay your rent with 1 check made. I'ma raise the bar that you lifting. Haven't tasted the stardom, postpartum. This world is autumn. I'm an angel falling, risen from the garden. What a devil calling. I ain't acting in my t-shirt. Pray a bitch that rapper ain't gon' stumble on they piece skirt. No, you pussy niggas cannot call me if you need work. Stepping on you, boy, my feet hurt. You an imposter, you scoop out the saucer. Your lyrics is dead, my shit's gonna prosper. You softer than cotton when cotton was wet. You deserve a pound if you trip on the set. I deserve a crown since I spazzed on this shit. I deserve a crown right at the top of my head. You wouldn't know sound if it fuck you in bed. Or fuck with your man just to spite you instead. I got the dough, watch me level the bread. And take from the body of Christ that he shed. Cause the devil, he left me for dead. And now all my songs going over your head, I'm gone.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quarantino Da GAWD coming at you live and direct. And today we have a very special topic. Man, so we out here, bruh. And boy, do I got a show for you guys. We're gonna go for probably an hour and a half, maybe. This may take a little bit, but I had to show you guys because it's the real deal, man. It's so real. Okay. And we're going to be speaking specifically about Black men and Black women, their relations, and of course, as you can see, the divestment movement. All right. We want to see how the divestment movement is going for Black women. And to do that, you know, you've got to go out and listen to what Black women are saying. Okay. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take examples of, you know, different Black women speaking on it. And then we're going to see, we're basically going to compare and contrast why or if they are being successful at divesting, or if, you know, these other cultures are willing to take a percentage of these women in. Okay. You know, because obviously I'm not even gonna lie. There is definitely a shortage of brothers that these women want. Now, is there a shortage of brothers? No. But the ones that they want, there's a shortage, especially when they continue to choose dudes who ain't really about anything. Okay. So we're going to get into this video right away. I'm not going to talk you guys' heads off. So let's get into it. I'm just going to go ahead and share the stream. And boom.
Welcome to my brand new video today. As you can see, I'm in a different location.
So as you can tell, this is a woman from the UK, but it's Western woman, okay, in general. But it appears that she might be located in the UK or maybe Canada. I'm not sure, but she has an accent, so be advised.
Because I am outside, because I was just like, I just want to bask in the warm, sunny weather of spring. And there is like a pigeon or something that is just making so much noise, but whatever. It's the perfect season and time to just sit outside and like read a book. I've been reading this one and all that jazz. And just get a tan or whatever. I don't know. But in today's video, I really do want to discuss something that is pretty serious, you guys, because I've been seeing it all over social media and some other YouTubers have been discussing this subject. And because it's so relatable, I'm a mixed race girl. We go through all of this stuff and I just feel like I need to speak on it because it's kind of getting very ridiculous. And my neighbors are just making so much noise. I'm going to talk to you about why women...
Wow, your neighbors must own a private jet because that's all I hear, a plane flying through the shit.
...of color should never opt for a racist white man or really anyone of any color who is racist.
So you hear she said a woman of color should not opt for a racist white man. And she's going to give her reasoning. But let me just say this. Do women of color really have those options like that? I mean, maybe one time, I had a homeboy and he used to press up on black girls all the time. He was a white guy. I never really see white dudes, for one, press up in general, like cold approach in general. And then for two, cold approach a black woman. I never see it. Very rare, few and far in between.
Because it's just absolutely ridiculous. And this came to light when I found out that Sophie Piper from last season's Winter Love Island is going out with Connor, who has been exposed of being basically a racist. So I'm going to discuss that in today's...
So as you can see, she's talking about like some reality TV show. Just take notes of that as well.
Video. And also, without further ado, why don't you guys like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on Instagram at CJPosh if you want to get updated with my next and brand new videos. And also, why don't you go into my previous video and check out my Coachella lookbook, because it's my first lookbook and I really enjoyed it. And also, this coming Sunday, I'm going to be doing a very special haul for you guys, so stay tuned for that. So if you didn't know, you guys, basically Connor from the Winter Love Island, the UK one, has been exposed of making racist comments, especially towards black men. I basically heard this from the YouTuber Murad Morali, or maybe it was such a bad idea doing it outside. But yeah, he was basically discussing why Sophie Piper, a mixed race woman, is tolerating racist behavior.
Okay, I gotta address this mixed race. I gotta address this mixed race thing. And I know I got mixed people who watch me and this and the third, but look, if you're mixed, you are a mixture between black and another race. You are not black, okay? So all the mixed guys, I know they're gonna get upset with me saying that, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I think that a lot of mixed guys try and overcompensate in one way, you know. In their life, they're kind of forced to choose a side. When the mixed guys are around black dudes, if they're not acting quote unquote black enough, then they are ridiculed for acting white. And if they're around white guys, the white guys remind them that they're mixed and not fully black, so they don't have to come with that black energy. Now, you know, we would all think that, you know, oh, it's 2021, people aren't still doing that. Yeah, it's very real, you know what I'm saying? And even within my family, I got some mixed guys in my family, and we crack jokes on each other. Okay, so not all the time is it done maliciously, but it is definitely you know, a thing. Yeah, you know, there's a dynamic between fully black and mixed race people. So with that being said, my point is that this woman is not going to actively advocate for black men. Like, she's not just gonna, oh, I'm riding for these black dudes because I'm mixed and this and a third, and I identify with my black side, and I have to bring the black side out to defend my black brothers. And that, like, bro, the mixed girls don't think like that. They think about who can they deal with to give them the best opportunity in life. Okay, these mixed girls, although most of the mixed girls do want black men, I will say that, they're not necessarily thinking of, unless they are actively dating black men, they're not necessarily thinking of being advocates for black men. And if they are, a lot of times it comes off as them trying to overcompensate for their percentage of whiteness that they have, or any other race.
From a white man. I'm not gonna lie, like, I've seen this multiple times from mixed race women, black women, even Asian women, women of color, basically just tolerating nonsense from racist people in general. Sorry guys if you can hear that bird, it's so loud. But when I found this out, it kind of really saddened me. I wasn't really filled with immense anger at first. I think the emotion that kind of crept up was pity and sadness towards Sophie Piper, because I believe that if you cannot stand for your culture, for your background, your ethnicity, that you're in sort of an identity crisis.
And you can kind of tell that shorty right here, she's a little racially ambiguous too. So she might be trying to be on some wokey type vibes to, you know, get the black crowd on her side, which is fine, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, shorty, get to the point,
you guys. And this happens a lot with mixed race people. I know tons of mixed race people who have married a guy who doesn't really like black people, who can tolerate this mixed race girl because she's not fully black. And I'm always wondering, does this person truly love this mixed race individual? Because for me, to love someone is to love every bit, an ounce about them, and not to have that hatred towards their race. So it really confused me of why Sophie Piper is tolerating Connor's behavior and just sticking with him, even when she found out that he was saying racist comments towards.
And I'll tell you why she's sticking with him, because he's her best bet right now. Whatever they got going on, I don't know much about their relationship, but from what I know about a lot of these shorties, they are going to go with their best bet. And right now, Connor is proving to be the best bet. He probably got the biggest bag. You know what I'm saying? He's the best option right now.
Black people, like, it just doesn't make any sense, you guys. So, like, I'm guessing you guys are wondering exactly what this guy said, and I'm going to read it to you. Like, some of the things are very offensive, obviously, because he's a racist, clearly. Before Connor went on Love Island, he was in a relationship with some white girl, and he basically texted her all these vile things. So I'm basically just going to read like a newspaper article.
Okay, so listen to what she just said. She just said that Connor was with a white girl before he got on Love Island, okay? Their relationship did not pan out. So this white woman exposed him online. And I told you guys over and over again, Women love embarrassing men on social media, so never be texting or sending messages that you know can be screenshot. Don't do it.
But it says the text messages allegedly show Connor calling Stevie, his ex-girlfriend, a slag and a slut for sleeping with black men, branding it rank and grim.
So he ranked, or he basically explained or described Shorty sleeping with black men as rank or grim. Obviously, it has racial connotations. And let's keep it a buck. There is a there is a concept in a lot of white, not all, but a lot of white people's minds that when it comes to a black man's sexual prowess, they are better at sex, bigger dang-lang, whatever, on the balance of probabilities. Look, it is what it is. We ain't finna talk about other niggas' meats on here, but he obviously felt intimidated. He obviously felt some type of way that she cheated on him with a black dude. And this was an ego shot to this white man. So he spazzed out and he went in and he, talked shit. And honestly, he may not even said that, oh, it was ranking whatever, that it was with a black man, but that she smashed him and came back to him in general. Now, I'm not saying that he isn't racist or anything like that. I'm just saying in the heat of the moment, when you just figured out that your girl cheated on you or whatever, or got with somebody else, he's feeling some type of way. And obviously he is a beta because he reacted emotionally and gave the woman this evidence and this ammo against them. So guys, this is what you never want to do, man. And for the white guys out there who watch my channel, don't react in a way that will damage your character. Okay, because although we know subconsciously a lot of white men feel this way, like if a woman deals with a black dude, they don't want to touch her afterwards because they feel like they can't live up to that expectation. A lot of times, correct me if I'm wrong, if there are some white men in the chat, but that's from what I've experienced. That's what I see.
You guys, you don't have to really process that to already know that this is racist. Why do you have to target a specific ethnicity and call them all of those horrible, horrible names? So Connor really goes in. He continues to say he kept on telling Stevie that it made him sick that she'd seen the guy and was really nasty. Oh my goodness. So then it continues. It doesn't stop there. It said another text allegedly discussed last year's contestant Obi Soko, which led the coffee bean salesman, which is Connor, to tell Stevie that liking black boys was such a put off.
So it turned him off that she was into black guys. Like I said, this is how a lot of white men feel. It is. Okay? Not all of them, but this is how a lot of them feel. He made the mistake by trusting in this woman and sending his confidential thoughts to her. Like, this is something that could have been discussed and, she could have recorded them, as obviously, but there's less risk. If you're trying to get something off and you're trying to be disrespectful and this, that, and the third, and you're trying to make her feel the pain, this isn't how you do it, bro. You always want to level up on Shorty and overcome y'all's breakup with your own personal success.
Okay. Wow. So obviously many of you guys are going to be offended by this. And I don't know if most people know about this situation. I know that it was taken up on social media, but I just don't feel like many people have really gone in on the whole situation. And I'm doing it from the perspective of a mixed race girl. Sophie Piper, Rochelle Hume's sister or half sister or something. I don't even know. They look so much alike. They're such pretty girls. She's mixed race like me. That's really all that we have in common, and that we're girls. The thing that we don't have in common, you guys, is to tolerate such racist behavior. First of all, Sophie's dad is a fully black guy. I think he's even from the Caribbean or something. And you are dating a white guy who vocally and outwardly discriminates against fully black men.
Okay, so here we go. This is where the divestment movement takes the biggest L, okay? Because black women think, this is the thing, black women think that they can go and date out and be successful, but they are actually dealing with a lot of undercover, prejudice, racist men, okay? And that's the L that they end up taking. Now, I'm not saying that if a white dude is smashing a black girl, then it's a representation that he doesn't like black men too. Like, no, I'm not saying that, but there are a lot of brothers out here, or there are a lot of sisters out here who think that they're going to be able to go out and deal with these white boys. And I'm telling you right now, these white boys ain't really checking for you. That's why they're not approaching you like that. Whereas brothers, we are willing to, we still dealing with black, but we still are willing to approach and do all that kind of stuff. But it just appears that these sisters are having a hard time, getting their feet under them and dating interracially successfully. Because if this is something that is looming in the back of their head, like honestly, and it's like if you're a dude and you're dealing with a woman and she like says some quasi racist stuff or whatnot, honestly, like at the end of the day, yeah, you ain't gonna cuff her up or you ain't gonna do nothing, but you'll still hit her, right? The thing is, with a woman, it's totally different, and this is why women and men aren't equal. Like, I don't give a fuck what the bitch think. Honestly, I really don't. I don't care if she got this, that. Look, if she look good, I'm still fucking that bitch. I don't have to know her. I don't have to, feel no type of way about her to have sex with her. That's just how me and a lot of most men think, right? Like, we don't agree with these OnlyFans hoes, but we'll still fuck them, right? Okay.
And he's basically discriminating your dad. But then you're going to take that and then continually date him and just kind of go about life like nothing has happened. Like you're okay with what Connor has done.
It's the bag, sir. He owns his own coffee shop, and coffee, I don't know if you know, but Starbucks is a thing, and he's probably trying to start a whole nother Starbucks.
What saddens me, you guys, is that a lot of women of color tolerate this kind of behavior more than you think, you guys.
So it's not a lot. It's not a lot. There are a small percentage of sisters who have even dated white men. Like if you ask 10 black women if they've ever dated a white man, I guarantee you'll probably get one or two that say that they've dated a white man. Black women overwhelmingly prefer black men.
And as people who love their culture and love their background and their ethnicity, as I do, it just doesn't, I just don't understand it. I don't know what has possessed this girl to accept and tolerate such racist behavior and clearly a racist guy. And the thing is, he may apologize to her saying, I'm so sorry I made those comments and stuff. But like, how do you redeem yourself from those comments? At the back of my mind, I don't know if even Sophie thinks of these things, but every time he sees my dad, just imagine what he thinks. He could be smiling in front of your face like nothing is going on, but just the mere...
Yeah, so that was a good point that she made. If you're a black woman and you're dealing with a racist white dude and your dad is black and he's going and meeting your dad and shaking his hand, looking in his eye, he's being fake as hell, okay? And like she said, there are certain sisters who are putting up with it mainly because she's mixed race. But the thing is, I don't consider a mixed woman a sister. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's half sister. You know what I mean? But the mixed girls, they have their own type of attitude, right? They got their own type of vibe. And everybody knows, if you've ever been to a predominantly black high school and there were mixed women at the high school, they acted a whole different way. They didn't really deal with a lot of us like that. They really didn't. You know what I mean? And that's the facts.
meeting with your father could just absolutely repulse him. Honestly, you guys, there are covert racists out there. So many of them. They are your boss. They are at work. They are your doctor, your dentist, your teacher, even your girlfriend and your husband or your wife can be covert racist, you guys. It doesn't matter if they're dating a person of color. They will still have those prejudice. I hate that word because I can't say it. They will still have that mindset of belittling and really hating your culture. And that's from the 21 years of my existence, that's literally what I've found out from other people. As like women of color, or rather people of color, we really do need to be careful not to be so naive and tolerant of such disgusting, vile behavior. Oh my gosh, my camera literally just collapsed. But I don't even know if you guys can see me, but whatever, you can just hear my voice. It's the most important thing. But another thing that I really want to like applaud and touch on is the fact that Mike, also from Love Island, I think he actually said that he wants nothing to do with Connor, because obviously Mike is pro-black, like we can see that. And he also has gone through many racist things in the police force and everything. So it would be so contradictory.
The police force.
If he tolerated Connor's behavior when he's also been having a bad time with other racist individuals or institutions. So he was like one of the only people of color, along with his girlfriend, who was just like, I want nothing to do with Connor. Like he doesn't like black men. That obviously shows he doesn't like me.
Look, like I said, look, this guy, he might be, you know, undercover racist. He might say some racist shit, whatever. But I think that they're conflating his anger toward his girlfriend. And it's just like, bro, that is like the common thing for a white. If a white dude get cheated on with a black dude, to me, it's just like, I see that as a go-to for like a trigger for these white dudes. Is like, if they get their bitch taken by a black dude, then they're going to be triggered like off rip and just, oh, da 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 da, I can't believe you did it with this black dude, da da da, you're so nasty, da da da, what, you know? So this is, to me, it's like, yeah, you could perceive him as racist, whatever. If he was dealing with you on a certain level before you knew this information and y'all was cool and this, that, and third, I'm not saying that he can't, behind your back talk shit, but I don't find that is, usually how it goes. He's mad that he got his bitch taken, and in response, he goes and puts his foot in his mouth and start talking about, oh, I can't believe you slept with this black dude, da 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 da, you're so nasty. Like, that's normal simp beta shaming language for a beta white dude to do.
He hasn't come out to apologize and everything. And that's another thing, like Connor didn't even apologize, which just mind boggles me. He just wants to kind of cover everything up with sand and dust and hope to God that it's all going to quieten down and that people forget about it. No, the internet doesn't forget. People don't really forget, you guys. That's one thing. So I applaud Mike for that. But another thing that is just so disgusting is how another Love Islander, I think he was the Scottish guy who came in late, I'll insert a picture. So he has basically tolerated Connor's behavior. I forgot really what he said, but all I know is that he's just okay with Connor. And
this is probably along the lines of what he said. Shit, when I met Connor was straight with me, so I ain't got no problem with Connor. That's probably how that went. He ain't have no problem with Connor because when he met Connor was straight up with him. I'm not saying that Connor may not have this deep prejudice against black men. Look, that might be true, but he also knows how to get along with black men. And, this brother who's tatted up is a representation of that, okay? Just because he doesn't want his woman to have been ran through by niggas does not mean that, oh, he's just like this super racist dude and he hates black men. Look, I I don't know what y'all want these folks to do. Like, if there was a stereotype that, I don't know, it'd be hard because it's like the stereotype from that perspective benefits us. But if it was a stereotype that, man, white dudes are just the best lovers and they, you know, they fuck the best and they got the biggest danglings and this and the third, you would be kind of pressed if your girl left you for a white dude. Okay. Right. So that is more of the energy that I think is coming off. I don't necessarily think that Connor is, oh, this just outwardly racist guy and he's just gonna be Confederate flagged up and all this type of shit. Like, yeah, I mean, I think she's reading a lot deeper into the situation. Should the mixed girl stay with him if he's treating her right? Yeah, that's the game, bro. That's the game. He's the most dominant man in her life. He's making the most bread. He's the winner of her. Okay.
And he still wants to associate himself with Connor. Like, that's not cool. How can you want to associate yourself with a person who doesn't like you?
So she's automatically assuming that he doesn't like him, even though she's never had a personal relationship with this Connor dude. Man, look.
Who, like, a person who smiles in your face but talks S behind your back about your skin color and what you look like.
Like I said, the only reason he's talking shit is because the dude fucked his girl. If his girl would have never got fucked by no black dude, then he probably wouldn't have said nothing out of his mouth like that, right? And if it was a white dude who fucked his girl, he probably would have said something to get under her skin to make her regret fucking with that dude. That was what he used to target her, whatnot, okay? Like, she's digging way too deep into this.
Yeah, it's not cool. Like, start sticking up for yourselves, you guys. Otherwise, people aren't going to respect you. And I can wholeheartedly guarantee that Connor doesn't respect this Scottish guy who has accepted him, because, again, it's like a scapegoat. You're kind of allowing him to continue his behavior and think nothing of it. So well done to Mike. We need more people like him in the world who are strong and bold and honest within themselves and not just wanting to make everything hunky-dory.
So she want to fuck Mike. I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is. She want to fuck with Mike. Yeah, I mean, she's tuning his horn up, saying he's pro-black, this, that, and the third. Look, man. It's like, we see how this divestment movement is going, okay? It's not going good. You know, these sisters are flailing frantically. You know, they can't tell between the regular white dudes and the racist white dudes. They can't tell the difference.
Landy dandy, you know what I mean. So, like, one more thing that I really do want to point out, you guys, because I basically have done this video just to raise, oh my gosh, the sun is so bright. Wow, it's literally coming up north. But it's so bright. But what I would really even question is why Rochelle is not saying anything to her sister. Like, Rochelle Humes is...
Oh, God. She's wondering why Rochelle is not saying anything to the sister. Probably because they think exactly alike. Probably because they've dealt with multiple white dudes who have said or been on this type of time.
Is married to Marvin Humes and he is a mixed race guy. Cool. But again, I would think that as a big sister, you would be aware. You have, like, you know, more life experiences with these things. And also you want to protect the family's name, and to integrate a racist, like a clear, blatant racist into the family. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you want to
And this is what a lot of these ladies do a lot. They identify a person as racist because somebody is not their sexual preference. Okay. We got to stop with that too, right? We got to stop with that too. Just because you don't want to fuck a certain person does not mean that you are racist. Okay. And this is something that they try and use against black men. You know, they try and use it against white woman, right? They try and use it. You know, I had a I had a homeboy, and he was talking to this white girl, and she was kind of giving him the runaround, and then he goes off in her DMs and say, "What, you don't like black dudes? You don't like bruh? Like y'all are goofy. Y'all are on some goofy time."
Tolerate such behavior. It just, again, I don't really know what to say anymore because I'm just so gobsmacked. Like, I would never allow my daughter, if my daughter brought home a man who called Black people or Asian people different sorts of horrible names, I would not allow that. And I don't know why a family that is so diverse in ethnicities, like Sophie Piper's and Rochelle Hume's family, is accepting this. It just shows the family structure, you guys. I don't know what goes into their family, but if you are such a strong, honest person that stands for equality and fairness, your family would teach you all of those things and would want you to go out into the world not accepting bad behavior. And that just says a lot about how she was brought up, in my
Look, obviously, Buddy is doing something right to keep her. She's a grown woman. She makes her own decisions. Buddy is doing something right to keep her. So however you feel, oh, the family's not doing anything. Look, the Caribbean pops, for one, he probably doesn't even know what the fuck is going on. He may not even speak English like that. So she over here trying to make a big deal about this situation. And, you know, quite frankly, for one, they always say, oh, people can change, people can grow. She's not giving him the benefit of the doubt that he has changed or grown. Okay. For two, and I'm not defending what he said or anything like that. My point is that at the end of the day, if he's with this mixed race girl, whatever, and he's treating her the way that she wants to be treated, she's going to stay. It doesn't matter what he thinks or anything like that, or if he's quasi-racist or whatnot. It doesn't matter. If he's laying the pipe down and paying the bills and doing what you got to do, she's going to stay. Why? Because he is the most dominant man in her life at that time.
My opinion, I don't know. Again, I don't know how she was brought up, but I can only assume. And I think as viewers, we need to feel very sad for her. I'm a Christian.
Sad for her. A grown woman who makes her own decisions.
I would pray for her, but if you're going to go through life taking on a racist person, like marrying them, dating them, having kids with them, which is even worse, you're going to suffer. You're going to have such a bad life.
Look, man, don't make me go to their Instagram and see how they living.
And I just hope that she one day realizes her worth and that being Black is amazing. Like, I would not change this skin color for the world, you guys. I say this all the time because it's true. So,
Bruh, you're mixed though. You said you was mixed. Like, what you mean? I mean, you know, and there's a thing with a lot of these ladies who are basically, their whole identity is built around being Black. And although it's like, yeah, obviously we love being Black. Like, nobody is, well, there might be some people, but like Sammy Sosa or none, but like, you're not going to go back and say, oh man, I wish I wasn't Black. Like, niggas ain't really doing like that. Or niggas ain't really doing it like that. Okay. The fact of the matter is, people are not really out here, you know, and it's going to be controversial to say, but we're not living through our ethnicity, race, or whatnot. Okay. Obviously, you acknowledge the type of person in your background, is that and third. But if your whole personality is built around I'm Black and this is everything is my Black experience and this and the third, then you're going to end up taking some L's in life. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
anyways, I just thought that I'll give you a little bit of an insight into this problem. It affects like many people of color, women of color, and let's just remember to know our worth. and to know who we are and not to accept people who don't like who we are, because they truly don't love you, even if they say that they do. It's the lie. Like, have confidence in yourself, know that you're a strong woman. It starts within here. So anyways, you guys, I will see you later, and as always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on Instagram at CJ Posh if you want to. Oh my gosh, I thought there was someone coming out. If you want to stay updated with my next and brand new videos, join me on Sunday for my clothing haul. I have a special clothing haul for you guys, and definitely comment down below if you want to expand on this issue. I really would love to hear your opinions, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
And here we go. This is Connor Derman's page. This is a post that he had up in 2020. Okay. All right. I'm showing you guys his page to show you what's good. Okay. Obviously, he blacked out the comments, so you can't comment on these pictures. And it doesn't look like he's still with that girl. But you see, he made the Blackout Tuesday post. Okay. You see that he made the Black Lives Matter post. Okay. And we're just going through his page. All right. This was the girl that he was with. All right. But she's not really on his page like that. And she's definitely, let's see, I'm looking through her page. She's definitely on demon time, but she tough though. Okay. But it don't look like they really together no more. So guys, I had to show you Buddy's page. Ironically, he made the Blackout Tuesday post, maybe to save his own ass, or maybe he really felt that way. But like I said, these women are failing at divesting, and I'm just going to show you the woman that he was dealing with. She fine though. She definitely fine. Okay, here she go. She absolutely on demon time. Showing them cheeks at the beach. Okay. Showing the body yaddy yaddy off. Okay. So it don't really look like they're together anymore. I don't see him on her page or this, that, and third. Maybe she got the memo. Maybe she watched Shorty's video and said, hey, I need to reassess my relationship with this guy. And obviously, I think the show cast it in, or it aired in 2020 or whatnot. So that's probably a factor as well. Let's just see if she is following Buddy. Hold on. Is there an easier way to do this? Let's see. It doesn't look like they're following each other neither. All right. I don't know though. But it's just funny how Shorty categorized it, and funny how he's posting the Black Lives Matter joint. And obviously he has this coffee business, Naked Barista. Okay. I'm looking at it right now. He's definitely selling the coffee. So I'm gonna go through some of y'all's comments. Francis the Goat says, got all that, but is an insecure racist. Yeah, I mean, he's not a bad looking guy, man. And he's got everything together, but he was really hurt when his white ex-girlfriend smashed a black dude. Okay. So, and you know, that's how most of these white dudes are going to feel if their girl gets taken by a black dude. That's just the facts. Okay. That's just what's going on. You know, there are a lot of underlying insecurities when it comes to these white men and their interactions with black dudes. Now, does that mean that, oh, he don't got, he just gonna be racist to every black dude and this, that, and the third? No, not necessarily. Okay. But it's definitely something to highlight. But all it does is just reaffirm my point that the divestment movement is going bad. Okay. And I have another video for you guys that we'll break down that really goes deep into this movement here, the divestment movement, and just black people dating in general. But I do want to show you some of the reasons why a lot of brothers are thrown off by some of these sisters out here. Okay. And honestly, I don't even, this girl, she may or may not be a sister. I guarantee she says the N-word though. So we lumping her in, you know what I mean? But here we go. This TikTok video. She says, you think being single is easy. Try having 5 people trying to see you in a day. Okay. Right. These women are basically taking pride in having dudes try and come through and fuck them, because that's really what's going on. It's not that these dudes are trying to see you and they want to hang out. No, they want to have sex. Okay. That's and these women just, they don't get it. Okay. They really don't get it. And she's out here bragging or getting hype about she's getting hype about these dudes who are hitting her up. And it's just like, this is why a lot of brothers are thrown off, because for one, if you're one of those dudes who are hitting her up, you're like, damn, you know what I mean? She really just, she think this shit a game. Like, she just gonna post a TikTok, like, think this shit cute, and didn't even reply to the message. So that shit going on. Then we got a whole lot of deception going on as well. And shorty right here, she looked good. Honestly, it's like she don't even need the waist trainer or the shaper. All she just need is just, a few ab workouts, an ab routine.
I am getting snatched. It is comfortable, but I'm putting.
But as you can see, she is using some of these. She's using some of this modern technology to reduce her stomach or shape her stomach. Waist trainer technology, struggle waist trainer technology type stuff. And this is what a lot of these sisters is using. And it's just like, bro, what's real and what's not? Honestly, she didn't even need that. Like, she really didn't. She looks fine without it. And this is what a lot of black men are saying, that y'all are doing a lot of these different enhancements, but in all actuality, man, we like y'all for y'all. We like y'all because y'all are the most beautiful, natural. But it's like when you start doing all these enhancements, the hair is not real, the stomach's not real. Like, imagine if you took shorty home and she unwrapped herself as if she would, she got saran wrapped around her. Like, it's just like, bro, dudes don't want to be deceived. Dudes don't want to see what's going on and then have something else show up in the bedroom. But she fine though. Yeah, I mean, but she just doesn't need all this. And I know she's marketing or promoting a product and whatnot. But it's just like, if 30% of our sisters are using this technology, and it's really becoming deceptive, because for one, it pushed up her boobs heavily. For two, it obscures the actual size of her stomach. If they're actually using these products effectively, and there are like some more overweight women who can actually get off with these waist magnet things and deceive men, it's a problem. It's a problem. When in all actuality, man, men just want the woman for her natural beauty. And obviously dudes want to fuck these BBL girls as well. That I'm not gonna say they don't want to fuck these BBL girls as well, but these BBL girls are not getting wifed. Okay, so I wanted to make that point as well. and let's keep moving throughout the program. I appreciate everybody who is here, and I appreciate everybody who is active in the chat, sharing the stream, and showing love to the stream. Also, I'm just going to make sure that I post my banner, guys. Make sure you check me out on Instagram, Quarantino Da GAWD, or you can check out my fitness Instagram on Reclaim Your Throne, where we don't use any of these waist trainers or waist magnets. We get it out the mud. We lift weights. We pick up heavy shit and drop it. Okay. So let's see. All right. I got another post from Single City Woman, and it says, you know, the sex finna be good when he put the gun on the dresser. Okay. So let's go in the comments. One woman says, he gonna kill your shit. Ain't never shoot at shit though. Sit your gun on the dresser and let me undress you. Okay. He got all them chains on. This made me smile. Not the dresser. It's the side of the bed. Is it the go-go gadget gun for me? When he puts it in the top drawer. Okay, so women are endorsing this. Women are amping this up. Women are pushing it. And I'm not saying that I'm pro Second Amendment. Okay, don't get me wrong. But the men that they're talking about who have these straps do not wield these straps legally. Okay, this is what you got to understand. The thrill of it is that a man has the gun in an illegal state, which a lot of these women are living in these liberal states or liberal cities where firearms are illegal. Okay. So the whole point of this Instagram post is to big up the thug niggas. Okay. It is to big up the thug dudes and, you know, kind of reveal more of these red vitamin truths that we all know to be true, that a lot of our sisters are out here and they only want to deal with these thuggo, you know, super aggressive guys. And quite frankly, man, they're taking an L with that. I do crime stories on my other YouTube channel, Reclaim Your Throne. And, you know, a lot of these sisters are getting taken out from these thuggo dudes that they're dating, and, you know, dudes that might want they get back on these thuggo dudes that they're dating. So, you know, I definitely caution these women. Make sure if you are dealing with a guy who is strapped up, make sure that he got that strap through legal means. Okay. But I continue to show you guys examples. Today is for the sisters. You know, we talk about all races, but today it's specifically for the sisters and what I've seen from them on social media. So with this one, it is a TikTok trend, and it says, I guess you're mine now, or whatnot. She says, when y'all finally have intercourse and he texts the next day, why is my dick itching and burning when I pee? And she said it was a joke in the captions. Okay. But this is something that a lot of women actually do. You know, I had a homeboy, he told me that he had smashed this one girl and she told him afterwards that she had herpes. Now, thankfully, he put on a condom, but you can still get herpes from having a condom on. Okay. So a lot of these chicks are being deceptive, and they're not telling men what type of ailments that they have before these dudes are going in and smashing. Okay. So I want you guys to be aware of that as well, because that's a hazard. And I'm not saying that sisters are the only ones doing it. This is just the example that I saw. And this woman obviously is a super beautiful woman. And she said she was playing, but at the end of the day, now it's like, I can't even trust it. I can't even trust it. Yeah, I mean, if you playing like that, that ain't how we play. That ain't how we play. Okay. So, I mean, this is how a lot of these sisters are behaving on social media. And it's, you know, for the guys who are actually doing the right thing and, you know, they're just trying to have a good life. It's disheartening because it's like, man, what do I have to do to get a beautiful sister who I want, who I'm attracted to, without having to be this thuggo type dude? Okay. And quite frankly, you might just have to settle for somebody who's not as attractive, who doesn't have as many options. Okay. So anyways, it's just another example that I got for you guys of how these straight edge women are dealing with, you know, dudes who are breaking the law. And look, I have nothing against the dirt bike guys in New York per se, but I know that there is a certain type of crowd. Now, not everybody on a dirt bike or ATV in New York is a bad guy, obviously. But if you ever been to these cities, these big cities, you know, especially in Miami, which I have personal experience with, they got biker boys in Miami. They're on bikes and they have no regard for anybody who's walking. And you know, South Beach is packed. These dudes will run you over with their bike, not giving a flying fuck. And that's why a lot of these NYPD cops have cracked down on these biker boys who are driving off-road vehicles on the highways and byways and streets and main roads. Okay. So this woman right here, she is a police officer and she hopped on the back of the dirt bike with his brother and she lost her job over it. Okay. She was suspended without pay after being filmed on a dirt bike. The biker posted the cop on social media. This was a huge first step to bridging the gap. Cops and bikers don't mix. She took the time to get a better understanding of our culture. Okay. So she's suspended without pay, which I don't agree with at all, because there are cops who, you know, who are in shooting situations. They shoot somebody, they kill them, and they are, you know, on administrative leave with pay. So I definitely don't think that she should be suspended without pay because all she did was hop on the bike. But it's like, at the end of the day, you're a cop. These dudes riding these bikes on the road, unfortunately, it's illegal. So instead of enforcing the law, she enabled these guys to continue to do their thing. Okay. And they ended up crushing the illegal dirt bikes and four-wheelers. And the reason why these dirt bikes and four-wheelers are a problem in New York City is because dudes have been doing drive-bys with these dirt bikes and four-wheelers. Dudes have been creating biker gangs, and the black biker gang, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. The black biker gangs are not the same as the white biker gangs. They're just not, right? They're just not. They tend to get, you know, they tend to lean more toward demon time. Okay. These dudes are hitting licks on these bikes. They're out here running people over on these bikes. Like I said, these biker dudes, not all of them, but a lot of them don't give a fuck. And they're doing these tricks. They're doing these wheelies and stuff like that. And they hit you and they don't give a fuck. They keep going. Okay. So like I said, I don't agree with her being suspended without pay. But I also don't agree with her hopping on the back of the dirt bike, okay? Because at the end of the day, they outlawed it for a reason. You can't be out here doing your own thing and hopping on the back of random niggas' dirt bikes. And the reason why she hopped on, I guarantee, is because he spit some good game to her. That's really what happened, okay? He spit some good game to her. She hopped on the bike, and, you know, she probably ended up, after she got suspended, she said, okay, bet. I'm finna fuck this nigga then. Who knows? You know what I mean? But that's how a lot of these chicks is moving nowadays, especially these professional women, these educated women, this, that, and the third. So just to follow up, the brother 42 Doug offers to pay the bills for this NYPD officer. So he becomes a good Samaritan in this situation. So that's pretty funny. But anyways, we are going to get into the final video, guys, and then I'm going to hop off here. So I appreciate everybody who has come But first, we are going to take a brief commercial break, and we will be right back.
If you want to see exclusive raw and uncut videos of Quarantino Da GAWD exposing and explaining how to bang OnlyFans chicks, cam girls, and other adult content creators and then toss them to the wayside, look no further. For only $9.99 a month, you too can become the floor slayer you were always meant to be. All you have to do is subscribe to my OnlyFans, and you can unlock the skills that it takes to bang adult models on a consistent and regular basis. Are you scared to talk to that bartender at your local pub? Or afraid to lock eyes with the HBIC in your local titty bar? Want to know how to build up the courage to engage in conversation with that hot Hooters waitress with the tight ass that you always order the 6-piece all flats naked wings with? All you have to do is click the link to my OnlyFans in the description box below. Tino Gang.
All right, let's get it.
But I love black women. What do you do, Jalen?
I reply saying, I don't know, man. After the black girls bullied me in middle school for liking anime, I haven't been able to see black women the same.
Jalen, you're 21 years old. It's been 8 years since you've been in middle school. You need to let that go, first of all. Second of all, you telling me you cut off an entire race of people off what a few people did? You gonna tell me you don't look at your mom the same, Jalen? Is that what you're telling me? We don't have time to get...
So do y'all hear this? This is a black TikToker, and he's basically speaking to himself, and he's saying, you know, there is a trope going around that black men, you know, who were younger and more nerdy were not getting played by black women. That's facts. That's facts. Okay. So they hold that, you know, resentment until their adult age and therefore don't want to deal with black women. You know, growing up as a black man, black women are always going to be your first preference, right? But at the end of the day, people gravitate to who treats them the best. Now, he's making the argument that you need to let it go, this, that, and the third. But I'm going to tell you what, these grown black women are not too different from how they were in middle school and high school, okay? So a lot of these brothers still have these experiences, even through their adult age, that they try and deal with a black woman or they try and press up on a black woman, and they are returned with animosity and attitude. So that's just, you know, my 2 cents. We will let the TikTok conclude.
Get into that. Next, James.
I'd reply and I'd say, black women are cool, but personally, I prefer...
I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't have...
So also he used the, are you saying that you don't like your mom? A person's mom has nothing to do with the woman that allow him to have sex with them. Okay. Bro, I don't know why they keep using these like this shaming language, right? They try and say, oh, your mom's black, this and a third, as if you would want to sleep with your mom. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, of course, everybody's going to say their mom is beautiful, even if she's 300 pounds. Okay, so that it's just like, why are y'all trying to make that false equivalency? It's just a dead argument at this point.
I have enough time to explain how wrong it is that you have a preference with races. You know what? Dante, just go. The bar is so low right now.
I'd like and retweet the tweet.
Yes, thank you. That's all you had to do. Even if you didn't like the tweet, you could just move on. Now I'm talking to you. Why is it so hard for black men just to respect black women? Why? Like, just say you don't like yourselves and move on. And even when y'all do say you like...
I guarantee that this guy is not fucking with the woman that he wants to fuck with. You know, he's probably doing this, and I haven't seen his TikTok. I'll look at his TikTok real quick. But I guarantee you he is not fucking with none of these sisters that we show on the explore page, what he really wants. Okay. So, you know, might be talking to himself in a way in these TikToks. So, you know, just understand that as well. Okay.
Like black women, yo got the nerve to be colorist like you and I don't blend into my shadow back there?
This one's to all my black kings out here. But actually, let me take that back. Y'all don't deserve that crown just yet. Because I'm actually disappointed in us. How come when you ask an Asian person what their preference is, they go say someone that's Asian descent? If you ask a Hispanic person,
black people got their priorities in the wrong. We got our priorities all mixed up, bro. Like, he says he's disappointed in black men because black men are saying when they're asked their preferences, they say, I don't discriminate. The reason why you shouldn't give niggas they crowns, right, is because we are reading below a 4th grade level. The reason why you shouldn't give certain niggas they crowns, right, is because we are on the lowest scale socioeconomically. So those are some reasons why I said, okay, we don't deserve our crowns yet, but we got to keep working for it. Not that, oh, you know, if you ask me my preference in woman, I'm going to say I like them all. Like, our priorities are all fucked up.
what their preference is, they go say an Hispanic. If you ask a white person what their preference is, they go say someone that's Caucasian.
And notice, he got an anime shirt on. I guarantee he's fucking white hoes.
How come when you ask a black male what their preference is, they always be like, I don't discriminate? Do we have a problem, or are we ashamed to admit that black women are a preference? How come we the only males in existence to be like we don't discriminate? Like, what does that mean? We got to work on this, man. This is not okay, man.
She is partially right. Not all. Some do this. Yeah, some of us black men fell victim to this. Even me, I almost fell victim. And I'm going to give you the top 5 reasons why. Number 1 reason, vanilla fever, is a condition some black men suffer from in America. It affects 3 out of 10 black men in America. I'll explain if you want more. Number 2, insecurity issues, self-hate. Some black...
God, I look, man. These dudes are heavy on the self-hate, this and the third. It's like, that's not the reason, bro. My man said vanilla fever. Look, the reason why a lot of brothers are not dealing with sisters is, for one, any nigga who, and I can tell like, when I look at certain niggas, I can tell they're not really fucking bad bitches. So they don't know, okay? But for me, for one, as a dude, as a black man, for one, we're not approaching, well, me personally, I'm not approaching women who are not attractive. And to me, attractive is a 6 or better, okay? So let's get that straight, for one. For two, when you do approach black women, you are often met with some attitude. Now, if you, a brother like me, you can play off of that and you can maneuver out of those situations. Most guys are not socially adept to do that. Now, you could argue, hey, they don't deserve pussy anyway. But the thing is, if they make that same approach to white women, at least the woman's going to give them a conversation and she's going to act nice. You know, a lot of sisters do come off with attitude, and you can't deny that, especially when you're cold approaching. And then it makes black men wonder, yo, when is the right time to approach these women? Because they say they don't want to be approached, but then I see them with like a nigga that they really want to be with. So it's like, did he approach her, or what happened? How did she get with this nigga? The reason why these women are saying, oh, they don't approach, is because the niggas that they want don't approach. They're getting approached plenty of times, bro. Black women, it doesn't matter. If she look good, she's getting approached.
Black men hate being black and do not want black kids. So they try to find a white man to erase their black genes. 3, some black men like bigger women. It's not that she's white. If she was black, he'll date her too. It's a genetic reason for this. I'll explain why some black men like bigger women later. Number 4, he trying to get that check. He trying to get them taxes or that PS5. Or he trying to come to America. So don't judge all of them. He trying to slide his way in. 5, she looked like this at first, and she gained weight after. Women gain weight as they age. It's okay.
Yo, I got hecka bands. That's the last thing.
Yeah, you heard you was gonna diss me. What hat?
Bands.
Y'all so fake. You made of plastic.
Oh.
So that was a sister. Obviously, she feels some type of way when black men say they have a preference in white women. Okay, let's keep it moving.
Oh, the millions of women here, y'all picked the one that was just like, no, I'm not gonna.
My biological mother is the ugliest, crustiest looking white woman on this planet. And my biological father is a black man who obviously does not believe in black love. Or if he does, it's performative.
So this woman is upset that she's mixed. That's, I mean, who's going to hit these women with the self-hate? You hate yourself. You hate being mixed. You hate your skin color. She just dogged on her mom, for one. And then they'll say, oh, you must think your mom is ugly. You don't love your mom. You wouldn't fuck your mom. This is the logic that these women are coming at black men with.
Me being biracial and seeing videos on the For You page of black men having such deep hatred toward black women is disgusting to me, because I've seen firsthand with my dad that there are black men who would rather be with an ugly looking white woman than an average looking black woman. And so when I say stupid shit like I'm done with black men, it's not because I have a problem with black men. It's because I don't want to validate black men.
Wow. So she's done with black men. So what? So black men have a reason to be done with black women. You know, we got the SYSBM movement. We got all these different movements, right? Certain black men have a reason to be done with black women. But when a biracial mixed woman says that she's done with black men, we're praising that?
When they cannot validate black women the way that they should. I will never be your token biracial person who makes you feel like you're in a black love relationship. If you want a black love relationship, then be with a...
Shorty is barely even black. Like, if I seen her on the street, yo, Shorty is getting the white girl treatment.
Black person.
All right, so I just watched the video from this man who aggravated my soul. And I just want to prove a point here. So this man said in his video that...
For one, you know, you can tell that if this woman lost 250 pounds, she would actually be straight. But she's overweight. And her TikTok name is not_your_average_baby mama.
The reason why black men don't date black women is because they don't want to come home to drama.
Do y'all see all these high yellow women upset because black men are saying that they don't like? I have not, like, maybe there's a more chocolate sister in this thread, but these women are light-skinned as fuck talking about this shit. And I'm just like, yo, do y'all even have a nigga pass?
They want to have peace. And because as soon as they walk out the door, you know, there's no telling if they'll come back home. First of all, that applies to black women too. It's vice versa. Yeah, you know, black women go through the same thing. It may not be as televised, but it's the truth. So I'm gonna put that to the side for a second. I am living proof that this notion of you know, black women, it causes drama and and so this is why we date other women is trash. Okay, it's a trash excuse, and you do what you want because you want to do it. Stop making that excuse. Here's the thing: I'm half Puerto Rican and half black. I've never like disowned any side of myself. That's what I am. My mother's Puerto Rican, my father's black. And every relationship that I've ever been in, I've dated white men who are mixed with some kind of Hispanic. I've dated black men, majority black men, some black men who were mixed with some kind of Hispanic. or just white men. I've dated completely white men. So I'm on the spectrum, right?
You can tell that she's conflating dated with fucked. She's just trying to think about all the niggas that she let bust inside of her.
Dated everybody.
Hence her name, not underscore your average underscore baby mama. I'm not gonna cap though. I'm not gonna cap. You know, she got a nice face, some nice lips. I will definitely get the top. And you can see the tongue ring. She probably gets some stupid throat.
Every relationship that I have been in, or even just dating, those men have said to me, oh, you know, you're such a feisty Latina. Excuse me, sir? I am Puerto Rican and black.
Oh my God. This is what I was talking about when these women live through their race. Like, excuse me, he made a mistake. He said you were a spicy Latina. I'm Puerto Rican and black. Why not acknowledge my black side, bitch? Because we can't tell you're black. You're light-skinned as fuck. You got green eyes. Nobody can tell that you're black. The only black features that you have, it looks like, is high blood pressure. You know what I mean? And your lips is juicy, you know, which is looking good. I ain't gonna lie. Like, she's a cute fat bitch. I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely get some top. But it's like, yo, nobody knows that you're fucking black. The only thing that gives you away is maybe your curly hair.
How are you only specifically acknowledging me as a Latina? How are you doing that? Oh, you're so feisty. You're such a feisty Latina. Oh, so I'm a feisty Latina. So if you look at me, most people do not think that I am Hispanic. But because you know that I'm Hispanic, you're dismissing me when I'm feisty?
We don't know what the fuck you are, okay? She's reading way too deep into this.
And you're labeling that as part of being Latina? So if I was a Latina and I looked the way that I look, would I be an argumentative black woman?
Good morning, brother. Good morning, brother.
Here we go. Here we go. Now listen to this, brother.
You posted.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters.
Good morning, brother.
He was about to go in. No high value man wants a 32-year-old with 2 kids. He was finna go in on these sisters. Finally, we get a dark-skinned woman, but sadly, she's not gonna make much sense either.
You posted.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters. You know, I'm biting off of a man. You guys should watch this video. It's really good. But I wish that men would start giving other men advice instead of.
You can hear the babies in the background and you can see the cat. Pay attention.
Getting on here trying to give women advice, because women, black women, are the most educated women in America today. Okay? Black women are in therapy. Black women are leveling up. Black women are talking about positive vibes. Black women are getting into spirituality. Black women are taking care of themselves. Black women are taking care of their families.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. She said a lot there.
America today. Okay? Black women are in therapy.
Black women are in therapy. You know, it's hard to kind of make these random claims, right? With no evidence, with no data. Okay. But come on. Black people, are they really in therapy like that? Like, for real? Maybe when they turn 40, I don't see none of these young hoes in therapy.
Black women are leveling up. Black women are talking about positive vibes. Black women are getting into spirituality. Black women are taking care of themselves. Black women are taking care of their families. Black women are literally leading the Black community.
And she's right. Black women are leading the Black community straight into the ground, unfortunately. And I'm not even going to put this on the Black women. The men, we definitely got to step up, because we got too many dudes who, you know, are allowing these women to elevate faster than they are. Quite frankly, these women are more politically active than we are. Okay. And it's just because men, we don't really come out unless somebody ass got to get beat. Okay. Especially when it comes to black men, we don't come out till somebody need to get shot or somebody ass need to get beat. And we have to start coming out and using our words more than our physicality. And that's what I've been seeing in the community recently.
So maybe men need to turn around and give that fucking that advice that they've been giving to women to men, because these men, well, not all of them, but half of y'all don't even want to go to therapy and work on your own problem.
It's called being submissive to your man because you love him, and that's what you should want to do. But
don't mean to disrespect you, King, but as a licensed marriage and family therapist.
Okay, so you can. The caption was, as black woman, why the fuck should black woman be a slave for black men? Okay. And the brother responds with, you love him and that's what you should want to do.
But don't mean to disrespect you, King, but as a licensed marriage and family therapist and also someone who's been through a divorce, it's very hard for women to be submissive to men who are inconsistent.
I'm not gonna lie, this dude has a mad feminine vibe, but we gonna let him get off.
I often hear black men bring this up. Well, black women, they just don't want to listen. And that's, you know what? There is a situation where that is true. That's why I'm the situational therapist. There's a situation that's true.
That's a lot of situations. And this is what I see in the black community. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. For one, a lot of these sisters are choosing men who, you know, they may look good, they may make them feel a certain type of way, but they ain't really about shit. And a lot of these men who are getting chosen are obviously going to be irresponsible with their seed, and they fucking these chicks and busting in them, whatever, having these babies, whatnot. And then they're not really picking up the tab on the back end. But at the end of the day, these women are definitely overwhelmingly choosing the wrong guy. And it ain't no situation to where, oh, I thought he was a good guy, but then he showed his true colors afterwards. No, there's certain assessments that you have to make. Does he have a job? Does he have a stable living situation? Does he have this, that, and that before you should decide to be pregnant with a man's child?
True. But what I've seen is these men wanting the authority. They want the privileges. They want all the things that come with being the dominant person, but they don't want to be in the work. You can't have somebody being submissive to you when she wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you don't get out of the bed till 10.
Okay, so he said you can't have somebody being submissive to you if she wakes up at 6 a.m. and you wake up at 10. Basically, the point that he's trying to make is you can't have a woman be submissive to you if she's out hustling you. I think that's the point that he meant to make. But when it comes to the time you wake up, yes, it is a factor, but it's a factor, but between 6 and 8 a.m., it's like really not much of a difference. Okay. Especially when it comes to these women, you got to understand the reason why she's waking up at 6 a.m. is because she has work at 10 a.m. and it takes her 3 hours to do her hair, makeup, and get ready. So it's not like she's being more productive. The fact of the matter is it takes her longer to get ready. Whereas a man, shit, I got work at 10. I'm waking up at 9:30, dressed, showered. I'm out the door at 9:45 and at work at 10.
So we need to be very specific because we need to make sure that we are not letting our internalized issues let us scream at black women because it feels like it's in vogue. I had a mom with issues, but that don't mean I hate black women. I can tell the difference.
When a man can listen to his woman's feelings without getting angry and frustrated, he gives her a wonderful gift. He makes it safe for her to express herself. The more she is able to express herself, the more she feels heard and understood. And the more she is able to give a man the loving trust, the acceptance, the appreciation.
It sounds good. It sounds good. A lot of these niggas are talking. It sounds good, but you can tell this is one of these slick talking ass niggas. He ain't cuffing shit. He over here telling these women what they want to hear, and he's smashing them and, you know, dealing with them casually. Okay, don't make me go like, bro, if I go to your Instagram and you ain't with one girl, yeah, I mean, a man, or he's talking all this game to basically, you know, amp the woman's heads up, right? He's talking all this game to amp the woman's heads up, but in all actuality, these niggas be playing these hoes. These are the smooth talking niggas who leave you with 3 or 4 babies. These are the type niggas that, you know what I mean? And you know what? I'm looking through his page. It looks like he is stand-up brother, but this type of talk, this type of rhetoric, although it sounds good, a lot of these dudes are out here smashing and dashing, you know, and it looks like he got a good thing going on, you know, so I'm not trying to hate on him, but it's like at the same time, we know, look, if I look at this man's page and he don't got no girl or nothing like that, he ain't cuffed up, you could tell he's single. He's saying that shit to get these hoes on his jock, okay? He just whispering sweet nothings.
Admiration, the approval, and the encouragement that he needs. So men, be good to your woman. It will be worth your while.
This is why misogyny and hypocrisy walk hand in hand.
All right, here we go. You're not a catch because you chose the man you had a kid with and couldn't keep him, which means you make poor choices or are an undesirable partner.
Essentially, what you're saying is that no matter what a woman does, she can never do anything right. And anything bad that happens to her at the hands of a man, she deserved it.
On Black American women, but I'm not. The reason why the Black American woman is deemed so damn masculine is because the Black American man, on average, is so feminine. And
this brother, he makes a great point. But again, the reason why Black women are so masculine is not because Black men are feminine. The reason why Black men are feminine is because Black women are they are using their emotions to raise their children. Okay, so it's kind of the other way around. Now, are the Black men feminine? Yes, they move off of emotion. Yes, but they are raised that way by the woman. Okay, and the problem is, like I said, these women are choosing and dealing with these guys who they know from a shadow of doubt, if he don't got shit, okay? These niggas don't be having shit. These women will lay down with men who own nothing, have nothing in their name, have no bills in their name, no nothing.
being feminine in a way of switching your hips and putting on makeup. Black American men hold this one trait that's very feminine that they inherited from their mother, and that's being immensely emotional.
So, you know, if y'all mess with any of those messages coming from those TikToks, man, y'all go show them support. I do enjoy, you know, listening to those channels and stuff like that. So, you know, go show some support. But yeah, this has been a great episode, you guys. I appreciate everybody who came in the chat. I appreciate everybody who has shared this video and shown some love. But you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Quarantino Da GAWD, man. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship question to the email down below with a screenshot of your cash app, so I know you paying your tithes, man. Y'all need to be on your motherfucking dean with the BS. It's your boy Quarantino Da GAWD.
If you want to see exclusive raw and uncut videos of Quarantino Da GAWD exposing and explaining how to bang OnlyFans chicks, cam girls, and other adult content creators and then toss them to the wayside, look no further. For only $9.99 a month, you too can become the floor slayer you were always meant to be. All you have to do is subscribe to my OnlyFans, and you can unlock the skills that it takes to bang adult models on a consistent and regular basis. Are you scared to talk to that bartender at your local pub? Or afraid to lock eyes with the HBIC in your local titty bar? Want to know how to build up the courage to engage in conversation with that hot Hooters waitress with the tight ass that you always order the 6-piece all flats naked wings with? All you have to do is click the link to my OnlyFans in the description box below. Tino Gang.